Have you ever met someone who seems like he's earning a lot of money, but at the same time he's struggling financially? Maybe they live in an expensive house or live in a luxury car, but at the same time they're very stressed with bills and living from paycheck to paycheck. But maybe you also notice that some people with very average incomes who are building wealth month after month without showing off any luxury life. And I think that it raises very interesting question. If making more money isn't enough to become wealthy, then what actually separates people who build financial freedom from those who remain trapped in the same cycle over and over again? But the truth is that staying broke isn't one decision, it's a result of dozens small habits repeated over many years. Because most people don't decide one morning and say, okay, I want to be financially broke. Instead, they slowly develop behaviors that make wealth almost impossible to build. But the good news is that we always can learn something new and replace these bad habits with another ones. And in this video, I want to explore the biggest financial mistakes that people keep making and what to do in order to avoid them. So let's start with one of the most common traps of all of them, and it's called lifestyle inflation. So imagine receiving a raise on your current job with a $10,000 raise. And for a moment, it feels like everything is about to change. And you tell yourself that you start investing and saving money and building the financial future you always wanted, but then reality kicks in. Since you're earning more, your current apartment suddenly feels very small, and eating at expensive restaurants seems like a weekly occurrence. And if you look at your current situation in 1 year, you would think, okay, I earned so much more, so I should have much more savings. Then you understand that your current situation didn't improve at all. You're still waiting for your payday, your current account hasn't grown at all, and you're wondering why higher income hasn't improved your life at all. And this phenomenon is called lifestyle inflation. And it's actually one of the biggest problems for people who earn more but staying on the same financial level. Because as your income increases, you actually tend to spend much more on other things. And every raise you get, it becomes an excuse to upgrade your lifestyle rather than improving your financial situation. This is why income itself tells us not that much about someone's financial situation. There are people earning six-figure salaries, but they're actually drowning in debt because they're committed to more expensive lifestyle. But at the same time, there are people who constantly invest and save money no matter how much they make. So for them, it's a kind of a habit. So the only difference between them is what they decide to do with their money. And here I would say that the most important habit you can develop for yourself: when you get your paycheck, you actually have to pay yourself first. So instead of immediately increasing your spending, you should automatically direct that income into your savings account. So for example, let's say if you got $500 raise per month, maybe $400 should go into your savings account first before you even get a chance to spend it. And I'm not saying that upgrading your lifestyle is something bad. The problem begins when every increase in income disappears into higher expenses. And there's another reason I want to talk about, and it's not tracking your money or not tracking your budget. And it's the most tricky part because you don't actually know where your money goes. I can give you a simple example. Imagine that you're trying to lose weight without checking your diet or stepping on a scale and still have no idea why you're making no progress at all. And money works in the same way. If you never pay attention where it's going, it's almost impossible to improve your current situation. And you can do a simple experiment. Ask your friends or members of your family how much money they spend on groceries, and most of them would just guess. They don't know exact number. It's because often money disappears in small, harmless amounts that don't feel like something significant at the moment. And shopping online on big sales seems like smart move and you're actually saving money. But when these actions repeated dozens of times, quietly consume a lot of portion of your income. And this is exactly why so many people shocked when they look at their bank account at the end of the year or at the end of the month, because they don't even know where their money goes. But for example, I just created a simple spreadsheet in Excel, and I keep tracking my expenses, my income. At the end of the day, it creates very important financial awareness, and moves me further to financial freedom. And moving on to another point I want to talk about with you is delaying investing. Many people tell themselves the same story over and over again. They will start investing once they get a better job, the better paycheck, once they feel more confident, and there's always at least one milestone before that has to happen. And the problem is, while you're waiting for the perfect moment, the times go further. And I think you probably know that one of the most important things in building finance future is compound interest. And I think this is what's called hidden cost of waiting, because you're not simply just waiting for your first investment, you are sacrificing time for a compound interest that will never happen. And I think the irony is that perfect time will never arrive. There will always be uncertainty, whether it's political situation, market crashes, or economic crisis. And I can give you a perfect example of myself, because I always wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I was just delaying that decision over and over again until I get a new camera, until I get a new microphone, or but you know what, you just have to start. And I think this is the most important decision in your life, to just start and start doing it. And you can learn by experience, by experiencing things, than sitting and waiting for something, for a perfect moment that will actually never come. So to sum everything up, I think that you have to develop maybe new habits that will help you to build your financial future, and never wait the perfect moment, because you never know what's gonna happen in the next day. Our life is too short to just sit and wait, but we have to try new things and try new approaches in our lives. That's the only thing how we can move further. So thank you for watching my first video on my channel, and I just want to share my personal finance journey with you. So thank you for watching this video. I would really appreciate if you could share your thoughts in the comments and put a like button if you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.